YouTube, what's good YouTube? It's your boy King back and saying if you guys are new to the channel, definitely be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I greatly appreciate all your support. And I would like to give a special thank you to everybody who watches these videos all the way through, leaves a positive comment, and or is a channel member. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you guys, everyone who keeps me updated with what's going on. Shout out to Doug in Exile, and with no further ado, the link to his video will be down below in the description. This is a reaction channel. We are here to spread the truth, and I will be giving my own thoughts and commentary on the back end and throughout the video, guys. So here we have Jack Smith really exposing his corruption, and it's quite disgusting, quite frankly. And they're trying to force Judge Aileen to, make her decision, to get her to kind of like fumble in her footsteps, to ultimately sabotage Trump is what they want. That's what they all want, really. So with no further ado, guys, let's jump right into it. Definitely comment down below what you guys think about this whole situation. Let's go.
It's been a minute since we've checked in on Aileen Cannon in Trump's Florida Mar-a-Lago, the documents case. And this is the case that Jack Smith is most obsessed with. So he's not paying attention so much to the Stormy Daniels thing or the Chutkin thing or the January 6th thing. He's all over this one. So let's read this CNN article to see big breaking news. It looks like it could be a benefit in Trump's favor, but it's mostly involving the conflict between Jack Smith and Judge Aileen Cannon. Here we go. Judge Cannon considers whether to toss some obstruction charges in the Trump classified documents case. Special counsel Jack Smith's allegations that Donald Trump's close aides obstructed the Justice Department's investigation into his alleged mishandling of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago are facing their first major test during a hearing on Friday. What's this about? Well, Trump, they're saying that he obstructed it when they basically said, give us the documents. And he said, no, I have a right to these documents. I have a right to keep them. So they nailed him with obstruction. Judge Aileen Cannon is pressing defense attorneys and prosecutors in the classified documents case over whether obstruction charges against Trump's co-defendant, Carlos de Oliveira, should be dropped. So this is one of his guys that they're saying he could have gotten obstruction charges, even if he was just guarding his position and not letting people in. They could have nailed him on obstruction. They're going, hey, can you let our guy off? Even though Cannon won't be considering any of Trump's requests for the case's dismissal Friday, how she responds to his co-defendant's arguments about the obstruction charges will likely shape how the presumptive Republican nominee in the 2024 presidential election moves forward with his defense. So Trump is waiting to see how they handle this guy, de Oliveira's, to see how she might end up treating Trump. Judge Cannon appeared skeptical of de Oliveira's argument that an FBI agent asked unclear or irrelevant questions during a voluntary interview. De Oliveira has been charged with lying to investigators about moving boxes at Mar-a-Lago. Does he have to tell the truth about the boxes? I don't see how he's the big fish to get in this thing. They only wanted him to play out and rat out Trump. De Oliveira is arguing that the obstruction-related charges against him should be thrown out because he was not aware of subpoenas issued to Trump. Prosecutors are not required to show that de Oliveira knew about the subpoenas or what they were demanding. Prosecutors only need to show he was aware of the federal investigation. So how do you like that? He only knows there's an investigation. He doesn't know there's cameras on him. He doesn't know if Trump did anything wrong. And they asked him if he moved boxes. He apparently lied about it. And now they're nailing him on obstruction.
It really looks like they're desperate. They're moving out of desperation, and they're trying to nitpick anything they can get. Oh man, oh, you moved some boxes. All right, yeah, we got him. Hey, nail him to the cross too. Like, that's what it seems like. That's definitely what it seems like, because you can see they're real antsy. Okay, like I said before in the previous videos, Trump is consistently overcoming these cases. He's consistently remaining resilient. He's consistently getting closer and closer to being elected, and they see that and they're panicking. They're freaking out. They're losing it. That's why Jack Smith is all over this case in specific. And it's really disgusting. And he, seeing him press Judge Aileen as well, and trying to, like I stated in my monologue, that they're trying to get her to fumble and make a decision quickly because they just want her to make a decision so we can just blow Trump out of the water and do some damage to him. so that it will, just prohibit him from being elected or delay the process or whatever the case. Really, I don't know exactly what they think they're going to accomplish. Quite frankly, it really looks like they're just trying to do as much damage to him as possible at this point to make him pretty much pay his own pound of flesh for him being elected. That's what it looks like, because it doesn't appear that they have anyone who can run against Trump. So if we have no one, it seems like their mentality is, if we have no one who can run against Trump, well, we're going to make Trump pay for everything. And just pretty much, you just got to pay. You just got to pay your pound of flesh for you being the president that we don't want, being elected. So that's how it seems. You guys definitely let me know down below in the comments what you guys think.
Okay, I think they're going to let him go because he's not the big taco here. They want Trump. As Trump and his allies have argued, he is being selectively prosecuted by the Biden administration and Jack Smith, of course, which is, of course, true. If he was working for a Democrat, Biden's, one of Biden's pages and handlers, he's not going to ever get nailed for obstruction. Only Trump's will. This is identical to what Biden did. The only thing that Trump did that's worse than Biden is he obstructed. When they asked for documents, he said no. And Biden went in and turned him over. So they both mishandled, allegedly, classified materials. Trump is the most justified because he was able to declassify materials, and Biden, as vice president, was not able to declassify material. Now, here's the other co-defendant, Walt Nauta, who works as Trump's personal valet, and De Oliveira, who has worked as property manager. Guys, these are a couple of Hispanic guys they're going after. One's a valet, and one is a property manager, like runs a golf course.
That is just, it's like, if they are trying to, it just appears that they're trying to nitpick anybody. If Trump had a Burger King within one of his estates, get the Burger King manager, subpoena him, bring him to court. He's at the stand. I just order people to drop fries and clock in on time. He's a liar. Nail him on the cross too. That's what it seems like. They're getting anybody, a valet driver. Really?
Mows the lawn. What did the aides know? We don't care. In court filings earlier this year, Nauta and De Oliveira asked Canada to throw out the obstruction charges that they were facing because they say Jack Smith hasn't met his legal burden to pursue the allegations. Trump asked him to move them, and he went ahead and did it, and they're saying that he obstructed justice. He didn't even know it was in the box. Evil Jack Smith's team, however, said that De Oliveira's arguments about the strength of the government's case should be left for a jury to decide. As for Nauta's allegations, the charge is too vague. Smith said that the case has included, quote, extensive allegations of the criminal conduct that Nauta is alleged to have undertaken. In this interview with the FBI, the transcript for which was released Thursday, Nauta is charged with lying in the interview. Should Cannon reject their efforts, both co-defendants have asked the judge to order a document called a Bill of Particulars in which prosecutors provide detailed descriptions of the offenses they plan to prove at trial, so that they can properly do research and defend themselves on these particulars. Smith's team has called those requests a thinly veiled attempt to get the government to disclose its trial strategy. Evil Jack Smith persecuting Hispanic, just a groundskeeper, a grounds manager, and a valet. That's who Jack Smith is, the bad guy, the villain in this whole thing. I hope he loses everything and is grossly embarrassed. I don't think he's going to win this one. I mean, this is the one that they say that Trump actually has something wrong in that he obstructed justice by not turning over documents. I mean, I don't think this is going to happen before the election. What do you guys think? Does Trump go to trial on this Mar-a-Lago case before the election? I want to know your opinion. And if he does go, does he get off, or do they nail him? Because I think the vote's going to come first, and then he's going to dismiss himself. I'm Doug in Exile.
So there we have it, guys. Shout out to Doug in Exile. And so my own personal thoughts are, if they do take him to trial before the election, I think they'll do anything to nail him to the cross, because like I stated throughout the entire video, they're desperate. when you're desperate, you're not yourself. You do well. In this case, they are themselves. They're just corrupt. But they'll do anything to get him penalized. So I think that if they took him to trial, I think that they would try to penalize him and take it as far as they can for each and every little thing. I'm just looking at what they're actually doing right here by, subpoenaing a property manager and the valet. They're just getting anybody. All right, let's just take any. Oh, you like Trump? All right, come on. Oh, you work for him? Come on. Yep, you too, Mr. Golfer guy. Come on. That's what it seems like. And I definitely think if they could, they try to pull off like a Judge Engoron kind of thing. If they could, I definitely think that they'll lie to get their way. They'll kick and scream and pout and shout, and they'll do anything to get extensive punishment on him, to penalize him as far as they can. That's definitely my thoughts. You guys let me know down below in the comments what you guys think. Shout out to Doug in Exile. The link to his video will be down below in the description. Again, shout out to all my channel supporters. Thank you to each and every one of you guys who watched the whole video, liked the video, comment, is a new subscriber. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.